Got a little spawner right here. Tell you, that dream shot, it's a dream. Hey everybody, it's Dalton. I'm out at Santa Margarita today. I believe today is April the 2nd. It's Friday. And I think it's April the 2nd. But it's Friday. I was out here a week ago and I caught one fish, one bite. Today was a lot different. The water has been warming up. When I first hit the water this morning, it was 59 degrees as soon as I got the boat in the water. And then I went straight to the river and it was 63 degrees over there. So that's your accurate temperatures, pretty much that morning temperature. I think is more accurate than say right now where it's showing 64, 65 because it's warm out today. The bite was pretty good. I mean, it was a lot better than a week ago. I did catch a handful of fish, didn't catch any big ones, but did catch some little fat ones full of eggs. Some of them they're spawning right now. Some of them are spawning, some of them are coming up to spawn. So you kind of got different phases going on right now in the spawn. Not much wind to speak of today. It was pretty calm conditions. One of the things that worked for me is something that I'll have tied on throughout the entire spawn and post-spawn for the most part, is a little floating worm. The way I set this one up, this is a 3/0 extra wide gap hook. It's on 10-pound test fluorocarbon. And all I do is just throw this thing out, you know, Texas rig it, Texpose it, throw it out, and just kind of twitch it along. The worm that I like to use for that is a big one. It's a nice one here. Nice to get that first one this morning. It's a pretty nice little bass right here. I'm gonna try my new scale. Little 1.5 pounds. Nice little 1.5 pound bass. Got him on a floating worm. I really thought this would work. This is the time of year for a floating worm. Just a Zoom trick worm. Color of this one is green pumpkin blue flake. The other thing that worked good today was just a drop shot. I got it on 10-pound test, little drop shot hook, and I have the Strike King Dream Shot. This is the moon juice color. It's one of my favorite colors because it's got some green, it's got some blue, it's got some purple flake. It can look like a number of things, and I caught some on this morning. So little chunky spawner right here on a drop shot. Little belly's full of eggs. The floating worm and the drop shot worked for me. Threw a square bill, didn't get any bites. Threw a jig, didn't get any bites. And the two things that got me bites was the floating worm and the drop shot. So that's kind of the report out here right now. There is a algae bloom on the throughout the lake. Okay, it's not as bad if you go to the dam end, but there are some little chunks of algae on top of the water. If you go back to the river, there's a lot more chunks. And what it did back there, and I got all my bites back at the river, is it colored that water up. And I like to fish a little more stained or colored water. It's still pretty clear out here, but you do see now some green algae kind of floating around in the water. So with these warm days, there's going to be more algae. Well, I hope you enjoyed this report. Thanks for tuning in. Not sure if I'm going to come back out here next week or if I'm going to go over and see what's going on at Nasi. A buddy of mine told me that he was catching them on topwater. So if that topwater bite gets going out there, I definitely want to go out there and get some topwater fish. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.